All right, welcome VJCL. Today I'm interviewing Ayush Jain from Ocean Lakes High School, and let's begin. So, firstly, Ayush, how's your club adapted to the virtual setting?
So far this year, we've adapted to the virtual setting in a variety of ways. Like the most simple way is that we just moved all of our meetings online. So we just meet with the Zoom platform. In addition to that, we've been using it to kind of expand our reach because it's been hard to get all of our different Latin clubs in our area together. But being online, it allows us to do that because we can be in multiple places at once. And so then we can really just grow Latin more in our area. So it's actually honestly helped us, and we've had one of our biggest years ever online, surprisingly.
So, I guess on that same note, how have you maintained engagement, I guess, throughout the year?
Yeah, so we just use Remind, and we use this platform called Schoology, and we just send out reminds on there constantly to get people to come to the meetings. And our members are pretty good on joining, they know where the meeting link is and stuff like that. So engagement really hasn't gone down that much. We face a new challenge with getting new members, as it's kind of hard to advertise. But our school, we're working with our school to figure out different ways to do that right now.
Would you recommend any ways for other schools that are struggling with engagement to, I know, maintain that throughout the year?
Sure. So one thing that we really saw helped was that joining with other schools and kind of doing it together. So once a month, we've been joining with other schools in what we call the Beach Classical League, and any school in our area can join. And basically, it's even helped us create new classical leagues at schools that never even had them before, because it's a place where everyone can go, no matter if they have a Latin teacher, they don't consistently, and that's really helped our engagement.
Cool. I like the Beach Classical League idea. That sounds really cool.
Thanks.
And what have been your biggest challenges then? I guess going back to that regarding the virtual platform.
Yeah, I mean the challenge is definitely with our Beach Classical League. Again, we're trying to maybe do some a Kurtaman League. We're trying to create it, and it's been kind of hard to figure out how we're going to do stuff like that, and how we're going to get money, or if we'll need money, and how we're going to advertise. I say the biggest challenge would be advertising right now, because we're trying to do it with our Instagram, but it's hard to unless we get a lot of followers. So we're just trying to figure out the best way to do that right now.
Do you have any favorite or memorable moments from the online experience so far?
Nothing super memorable. It's been pretty straightforward, but can't really think of any right now. But it's just cool to be with your friends from other schools, I'd say, from online.
Yeah, and I bet other people can echo that completely.
Mm-hmm.
And what to you has been the best part about virtual events and holding them, I guess?
Okay, it kind of feels like I'm giving the same answer, but kind of the same thing. You just even though the engagement is kind of hard to get new people to get engaged, just the old people who have always been engaged. The good thing about the online thing is that people from anywhere can kind of join and come in. This is the first year that Ocean Lakes had a Kurtaman team. We founded it this year, and we got to participate in the Flint Hill one, and in a couple of weeks we'll be participating in the Princeton one, and maybe even the TJ one, which is I mean, we're not doing that well because it's our first time, but at least we're going out there and experiencing it. So it's something that we wouldn't have been able to do if it wasn't virtual. So it's cool.
Yeah, and I think that's great. And it's not always about how well the school does. Having it in the first place is great. And
For sure.
It's really cool how you've been able to do that in the online setting. So if your delegation went to convention, which I know they did, how did they bond and meet together over that?
Yeah, so I would say convention, obviously for obvious reasons, just wasn't the same as it was in past years, because it was virtual. We did get to go to some of the forums and stuff, do the test, and I think we just kind of had a group text going. We're doing this, we're doing that, and actually another record-breaking thing for us, our first ever officer from Ocean Lakes was inducted, Alanis. So that was super awesome for us. So definitely a good takeaway from convention that way.
And I guess my last question is, if you've served previously, or if one of your other officers has, how has the officer situation and what they've done changed? How has your obligations changed over the course of the transition into the online setting, I guess?
Sure. So it's definitely gotten a little bit more because one, like it's harder to like tell people what we're doing, and two, like we've like also decided to do more like with the BCL and Kurtama and etc. So it's definitely gotten like just like more workload, but in general we just like have been keeping it consistent, like having officer meetings whenever it gets kind of out of hand, and it's just pretty much the same as it would be virtually. We try to make it as close as possible. I mean, sorry, in person, we just try to make it as close as possible.
And do you have a Instagram or something you want to plug for your Latin program?
Sure. So our Instagram for our Beach Classical League is at Beach Classical League. And yeah, if you guys would follow that, that'd be awesome.
All right. Thank you, Ayush. This was great. And if you're watching this video right now and you'd like your club to be spotlighted, please fill out the club spotlight form in the bio of our Instagram. So thank you, Ayush. I appreciate it.
All right.